This is 7 National News, and in our top story, His Highness Sheikh Saud bin Saqr Al-Qasimi, Supreme Council member and ruler of Ras Al Khaimah, has underscored the significance of the role schools play in educating, preparing students and arming them with science and knowledge before they join universities. His Highness's remarks came as he toured a number of schools on the first day of the new academic year, where he emphasized that the future will be for those nations who maximize their efforts in the field of education and continuous development. The ruler of Ras Al Khaimah urged students to make more effort and commit themselves to their studies and academic achievement in order to contribute to the successful ongoing process of education led by President His Highness Sheikh Khalifa bin Zayed Al Nahyan, which has enabled UAE to earn its high and prestigious position among the nations of the world. And with around 970,000 students starting their academic year on Sunday, the Knowledge and Human Development Authority has announced that 11 new schools are expected to open this year, providing a further 23,000 places. Of the 11 new schools, 8 will be offering the UK curriculum, 2 of which will be combined with IB. A further 2 will offer the Indian curriculum, while the other is set to be the first Canadian school in Dubai. The KHDA further announced that there will be additional 360,000 school places made available by 2020 to meet Dubai's growing demand for quality education. The Higher Committee for Consumer Protection is currently discussing the issue of increasing the age limit to 18 for the consumption of energy drinks. The age limit for consuming energy drinks is currently 16, and the move to increase the limit comes following concerns raised by recent medical studies, stating that the health of the youngsters may be at risk due to high caffeine levels. Dr. Rashid An-Nuaimi, the Director of Consumer Protection Department at the Ministry of Economy, was quoted in local reports as saying that a meeting will be scheduled with agents and representatives of energy drink producers in the country, as well as local sales outlets, to set the new standards. The meeting will discuss the possibility of displaying the energy drinks on special shelves at different groceries and supermarkets. The discussions will also include the possibility of having warning labels banning the sales to people that are under the age of 18, as well as pregnant and breastfeeding women. A new legal principle has been established by the Dubai Court of Cassation, which states that an employee cannot be arbitrarily dismissed by the employer and that the end-of-service gratuity has to be paid based on the last salary. According to local reports, as per the new ruling, the company which ends the service of an employee has to pay 3 months' salary as compensation if unfair dismissal is proven. The court also ruled that the end-of-service gratuity in such a case should be based on the last contract signed by the company and the employee. If the contract showed an increase in the basic salary of the employee, he or she has the right to get the end-of-service gratuity based on the new salary, as long as the company cannot prove that the contract is void. Indian diplomatic missions in the UAE have announced that they're expecting to clear the backlog in applications for passport renewals within a week. The missions were facing a delay in issuing passports over the last 3 months due to the shortage of lamination papers from the Indian security press, where the passports are printed, which had caused the shortage of booklets in India. The shortage of the booklets had affected the passport offices in India, as well as their diplomatic missions across the world. The missions in the UAE used to issue around 1,100 to 1,200 passports a day, and as a result of the shortage, the figure was down to 800 to 900 a day. TP Sitharam, the Indian ambassador to the UAE, was quoted in local reports as saying that they have started receiving sufficient booklets regularly and that the process should go back to normal within a maximum of 2 weeks. According to the ambassador, the passports issued in Dubai or Abu Dhabi are currently being renewed within 8 days, and in worst cases, it can take up to 2 weeks. And while Dubai may be known for some of the largest and most well-visited malls in the world, residents in the UAE are also not afraid to let their keyboards and mice do the walking, as online shopping continues to witness strong growth, with many consumers increasingly preferring to shop from the comfort of their own homes. A recent study conducted by Nielsen of 30,000 virtual shoppers from 60 countries revealed a 20% rise in online shopping over the last year. In the UAE, online purchases have doubled since 2011 for many non-consumable categories, particularly holiday and entertainment-related items. More than 57% of the respondents in the Emirates expressed intent to purchase flight tickets online in the next 6 months, while 48% said they plan to purchase tours and hotel reservations during the same period. 43% also said they plan to buy event tickets using an online device. While there are certain items that lend themselves to the convenience that online shopping provides, for other categories it seems that there are still no substitutes for visiting a store, with products such as groceries and personal care items remaining under-penetrated by online stores, according to findings from the study. There is also good news for your local bookstore, as it was revealed that among the products that UAE consumers don't want delivered, hard copy books are still something that most prefer to find and buy in person. And finally, looking to other news, Sesame Street lovers and Elmo fans are in for a wonderful treat, as Dubai prepares to welcome and host some of the show's well-loved characters from the 29th of September till the 4th of October at the Madinat Theatre. Now in its 34th season, the longest-running touring show for children in history, Sesame Street Live is coming to the Emirates. It'll be 6 days packed with 10 fun-filled shows, according to the Managing Director of DNA PR and Events, Alex Meir. He says bringing the show Elmo Makes Music to the UAE is a good way to contribute to the slow but steadily growing segment of children's entertainment. The multi-million-dollar production will see Elmo and his friends transform the Madinat Theatre into Sesame Street that many grew up watching since it premiered 45 years ago on public television. Today, the program continues to combine fun and laughter with good old-fashioned learning for children in 150 countries. Prior to the show, the cast, which includes Big Bird, Grover and Cookie Monster, will also be touring iconic places in the Emirate. For children aged 2 to 12, Elmo and Cookie Monster are among the highest-ranked favourite TV cartoon characters of the show.
Elmo has become a rock star in his own right. In all the characters of Sesame Street, he's probably got a video with all the celebrities. He's across the board. People like will.i.am have a video with him. Adam Sandler has stuff with him. So he's become bigger than the rest of the Sesame Street gang. This musical is around Elmo and his friends. Of course, all the other iconic characters are there. Big Bird and Cookie Monster and Bert and Ernie and a few others who've basically come along in the last 10 years. So what we're doing is we're bringing the show, Elmo Makes Music. It's a theatrical musical, kind of a Broadway production, which has been going on for 20 years in the US. And it's done by a company called V Production. And we're basically representing them and bringing it to the Middle East.